I am so happy that you are sitting in this chair, my friend.
Thank you. Me too. I'm so thrilled. I can't believe it.
Is it surreal?
It is so surreal. I mean, I grew up watching the Tonys in high school, and so to be involved in any way, especially with Hamilton, it's just like, it's all very surreal.
Right, Hamilton has changed the face of musical theater with everything. I mean, there are kids coming to the show. I learned history from 1776.
Yeah.
And you have kids now coming to your show. Not only is it entertaining and, musical theater changing, but it's also a history lesson.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, that is going to be the most amazing thing. Like, when I think about all the people that get to come and see the show and all the people that the show affects, but to think about, like, all the young Lin-Manuel Mirandas that are in the audience that are watching the show and going, oh, I don't have to play by the rules. I can do something completely different. The fact that that is going to happen because the show has received so much acclaim and success and people are clamoring to see it, that is the most exciting thing. And I think it's the most exciting thing for Lin, too. Whenever there were student groups in the audience, he would get super emotional and super excited. And for him, it really is about that, because he is a theater nerd, like a lot of us are. And so we understand that sort of like carrying on of that thing and passing of that energy.
You look like you were having the time of your life in that show.
Yeah.
You would just step out there, stop the show.
Yeah.
Come out again, stop the show.
Yeah. It's an amazing part and an amazing role, and it never got old. It's 9 minutes of stage time. It's like the Judi Dench track, and it never got old doing it. I always found, I guess, like, it was also finding the little intricacies in the performance and in the accent and in the vocal work and whatever. And the song is so beautifully written that the performing of it and this relationship with the audience, that I was continuing to sort of chip away at it even as like I was leaving the show. It's a really richly, complexly written 9 minutes on stage. So it was a blast.
You have a mini Tony.
I
call
do.
them mini Tonys. That's what I'm calling.
I love that. I'll take it. Mini Tony.
Because I'd be like, if I can't have a real Tony, I would take a mini Tony and just wear that forever.
Yeah, right.
So it is all surreal, right? I mean, it has to be a kid growing up where you grew up. And the kind of career you have this incredible career on stage, screen, and television.
Yeah, it is surreal. And like, when I would videotape on the VHS, like the Tonys, I remember the year, it was like 2002 or 2001. I think it was 2002. When Sutton was doing Forget About the Boy, and I that's when I discovered her and my obsession with her began, and I brought the tape into my math class and my history class and my chorus class, and I made everyone watch it. And I taught a summer theater camp, and I taught a unit about the Tony Awards, and it was the year of Wicked and Avenue Q, and I showed everyone the performances, and they all had to vote on who they thought would win, and so I am such a Tony Award like nerd from way back, and so to be here with this little guy on my lapel is thrilling.
Well, if you hadn't made it to Broadway, you would have been the coolest teacher to have in school.
Coolest or like the most like absurd. I'm like, I'm like, with those kids, I was like, when are the Tonys? And they were like, the beginning of June. I'd like trained them.
We all would have been in your class.
Yeah.